Hello guys, my name is Victory, and in today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how you can make use of your Marquee tool, your Lasso tool, and your selection tool. Let's get started. Talking about your Marquee tool, we have 4 types, and the shortcut for this tool is M. For your rectangular Marquee tool, basically what you can use it for is to create a rectangular selection. I think we need to do something practical with this. Let me download the picture to explain this. Okay, this is a picture, and copy it to Photoshop, Ctrl V to paste. Scale it up. Okay, you click on the tool, which is the rectangular Marquee tool. You select a rectangular part. All you need to do is to press delete. It will automatically remove the selection or the selected part. Ensure you are clicking on the layer of the image, and also ensure that your image is rasterized. This will only work for rasterized image. If your image is in smart object or in any other format, it will not work. It has to be rasterized. And this tool is not peculiar to an image. You can use it for an object. When I mean object, I mean like a shape, a text, anything, but it has to be rasterized. Okay, let me create a shape now. I told you to not work, you have to rasterize it. So how do we rasterize this? You go here down to the layer and right click, and you click on rasterize layer. So once you have done this, you can as well apply this tool to it to cut. Okay, so that's for that. And same thing applies to a political Marquee tool, and it's just that if you want it to be a perfect circle, you hold on shift to have a perfect circle. Okay, let me do it again. You hold on shift to have a perfect circle. So it has automatically selected this part, so you can just move it. You see, you can just move it. Okay, that's for that. And if you don't need a perfect circle, you just want it to be like an egg shape, you remove your hand from shift, just right click, and you are the one to adjust the kind of shape you want, something like this. So you can as well move with your move tool. You can move. So that's for that. And another interesting tool, the singular row Marquee tool. All you need to do is just right click. It will automatically bring out the row selection, so you can as well delete. You can see it has already cut it. Then for the column, same thing, delete. I think, okay, one thing you should also know is that you can as well select inverse. This is what I mean. Okay, let me illustrate with the political Marquee tool. By the time you draw out your shape and you want to delete outside the circle, not inside the circle, what you need to do, you click on the tool, then you right click, you see select inverse, then you delete. If you delete inverse, okay, that's outside the circle. Another thing you should also take note of is that You can as well add feather to it. By the time you increase the feather radius to about 6 or 10, it will create a blurry edge. This can be used when you are trimming image. You see this blurry edge effect. Okay, this you have to take note of this also. And I think that's all for the tool for now. That's all. Okay, let's move down to the next tool, which is the lasso tool. And for the lasso tool, the shortcut is L. What you can use this tool for is to also create selection, but for this is like a freehand tool. All you need to do is to right click and move your mouse. You create the shape that you want. You create the shape, just move it. Then you join it together, you create the shape. You can as well delete. You can as well delete inverse, and you can as well add feather to it. So that's for that. The polygonal lasso tool is quite different. Why? Because it's not freehand, but it's also a tool used to select for selection, but it's not freehand, like I said. So by the time you click, you always have to create new nodes for it. Like you click. When you are done, ensure you join it from the starting point. Then you can delete. You can as well right click and select inverse and delete inverse. That's the outside of your selection. Then you can as well add feather to it. Then for the magnetic lasso tool, okay, I think this, I'll explain this with an image. This will be much clearer when I'm using an image to explain. Okay, what I'll do now, I'll bring in an image from the internet. Okay, this is an image. Ctrl V to paste. Scale it up. Okay, all you need to do now is to bring out your tool, which is your magnetic lasso tool. This tool works with contrast. It's like more like an artificial intelligence kind of stuff. So once you just right click and start moving, it will select based on the contrast between the photo. Once you want to go back, you press delete to go back to delete the nodes. If you see it's adding node, that's how it works. It's adding nodes to it, and sometimes it's not going to function well. Because why? If you observe clearly now, you see that the background and the picture in this spot, they're almost the same, so it will not work. So what you do here, you have to do it freehand. What I mean, like manually, you right click to create your own nodes. You won't allow it to do it for you. You do it yourself. Create the nodes. So that's what you do. Okay, up to the point where you feel there's much contrast. You see here now, here it's working very fine. Ctrl minus to unzoom. So that's how you continue. Remember, delete to remove the nodes back. So that's how you continue. Okay, I think we're almost there. Okay, by the time you are done, just join it, and you can delete the background. What you do, right click, select inverse so that you delete the outside selection. So you can also add feather and many others. So that's all you need to know about the tool. For the selection tool, okay, let me start from the magic wand tool, which is, the shortcut is W. So the way this tool works is almost like the magnetic lasso tool, but it's quite different, but they have the same idea. So once you right click, it will select based on contrast, background color, resemblance. See, the reason why this the part towards the hand or the shoulder, the shoulder, the part there is selected is because it kind of blends with the background, so the software will read it as part of the background. So the way you can correct this now is to click on your polygonal lasso tool and you hold on Alt key. If you hold on Alt key to minus, you can look closely, you'll see that the sign changes to minus, then you trace to close the part. So by the time you trace, there is okay, then here is also bad, you trace it down here. Okay, and take it down to the starting point. You see it's well corrected and arranged. Delete. You can as well delete this part by adding it. Okay, so that's how it works. You can as well feather and select inverse, etc. Okay, then for the quick selection, I want to bring back the background, so let me undo. Okay, for the quick selection, it's virtually the same thing, just little difference. Okay, how does this work? Just increase the size and click on it. You start creating the selection. You see it? You're seeing it. To select, just right click to select. You can see some parts that are not well selected. What you can do, if you hold on Alt key, it will minus, then you reduce the brush. Display, you can reduce the size here, you can reduce the size here, or you can use your box bracket to reduce. Okay, hold on Alt key to subtract. Hold on Alt key to subtract. You see, it's correct now, so you delete. Okay, sorry, we have to subtract this part also. Hold on Alt key, minus. Okay, so it's kind of perfect now. You delete. You can as well add your feather, select inverse, just same procedure. Okay, that's for this tool. And this tool, which is the object selection tool, you see this tool is like it's like magic, and it's new. I don't think this tool, you'll see this tool in CC 2019 or 2017, but I know it's going to be on CC 2020 and CC 21. So it's very perfect. You see, all you need to do is to click on the tool and select the part at which the image is. So automatically the tool will create the selection. You see, it has done it for you. I'm seeing some errors now towards the anglers. Okay, maybe you have errors like this. How do you remove such errors? You use your polygonal lasso tool, you subtract, you minus it, no, sorry, you add, that's what I mean. If you're adding, you don't hold on Alt key, you just add. But if you are subtracting, you hold on your Alt key to subtract. So when you are done with this, you can as well delete. So this, then if you are to delete the background, you select inverse to remove the background. So you are done. You can as well add your feather, etc. So basically this is all you need to know about the tools. If this video was of help to you, you can as well like our page and subscribe. Thank you.